And welcome back to Hannity. Here is part two of my interview with three of Bill Clinton's accusers, Juanita Broaddrick, Paula Jones, and Kathleen Willey. Take a look. Paula, your case resulting in the impeachment of Bill Clinton. Right. You got an $850,000 settlement as a result of your case. Mm-hmm. Tell us your story. He was the Attorney General then at the time.
No, he was the governor.
He was the governor at the time?
He was the governor at the time. And I was asked to work the Governor's Quality Management Conference with another lady there from the office. It was at a hotel. It was called the Excelsior Hotel at the time. The governor was late, and I think he was notoriously late. Mm-hmm. A lot of times he was known for that. And he came up, and the press, the little local press, was trying to give him an interview and everything, and it was out in front of us, out in front of our table. Right. Well, he was kind of staring at us, staring at me and my coworker a lot, and then he, you know, after all that he went in, and we were out there, and the state police, his security, was there hanging out with us. And later that day, before the end of it, he came over and he said, the governor would like to meet with you. I didn't know why, but I was excited, and he said, it's okay, we do this all the time. Well, that made me feel comfortable. I knew it was the state police. He had a gun, and I thought, well, nothing's going to happen. I mean, they're going to be, you know, I'm going to be safe. So he took me up there to the room. I walked in, and we introduced ourselves, whatever. And
just you, not your friend?
No, I was by myself. No, yeah. She never was asked to go up there.
Just you?
I was by myself, escorted up to the room with the state police, who was his security. We did some small talk, and then he started kind of getting a little comfortable and trying to, he said that he loved the way my hair flowed down my back of my clothes, and he liked my curves, and then I'm like, that at that point, that was, I didn't know what to do. I mean, this is a governor telling you this stuff.
Where was the security guard at this point?
He was still outside. It was just me and him in the room. And I went on over to try to, I'm thinking, how can I do to distract him? How can I do to distract this situation? And I knew he was sitting out there, knew he had a gun. And so at this point in time, I'm getting a little nervous. So I walked over to the window, and I was looking out at the river. I said, oh my, this is a beautiful view from up here at, you know, up here at the river. And so he said, yeah, you know, kind of trying to small talk, you know, me. And then he leaned up, and he pulled me up towards him, and he was going to try to kiss on me. And so then I tried to distract him again. And I thought, what am I doing? My mind is racing so fast that I don't realize what was even going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is not happening. And I said, well, I may need to be going or something. And next thing you know, he pulled down he sat down, pulled down his pants, his whole everything, and he was exposed. And I said, I'm not that kind of girl, and I need to be getting back to my desk.
And did you walk out then?
I was trying to, and then when he got his pants up and everything, I was trying to walk over. He rushed over, and he grabbed the door facing to where I couldn't get out, and he said, you're a smart girl, let's keep this between ourselves. And of course, I didn't have any intentions of really telling anybody. I was scared at that point. I walked out, and the trooper was sitting there with a smirk on his face.
It's pretty amazing now when you go back in retrospect, and people, I think, are hearing this a lot for the first time. Kathleen, this was the worst day of your life. You had, like all of you, you were supporting Clinton. At this point now, he's in the White House. He's the President of the United States. You were going through a troubled time, and your husband has some financial issues, and you want a job. And he knew you well enough that he gave you an appointment in the Oval Office with him, correct?
Right, we were friends.
Right.
We had started Virginians for Clinton. We gave him office space in our law suite. We raised an awful lot of money for him, and I helped arrange organize the inaugural. I mean, we were all in for the Clintons, and it was the Monday after Thanksgiving. My husband had gotten himself into a lot of trouble, and financially, and he could have been disbarred. And it could have led to some serious, you know, legal problems. And I just told my family that I was going to go to the White House the following Monday, the Monday after Thanksgiving, and ask to see the president and ask for a job. By the time I got in to see him, Clinton, I was in a real state, and I was crying, and I sat down in the Oval Office with him at his desk, and he said, I know you're upset. Would you like to? I have a little private kitchen in the back. Would you like some coffee? And I said, yes. I mean, I didn't I didn't see anything wrong with that at all. And so we went back there, and he fixed me coffee, and he said, let's go in here to my little private study where we can have more privacy. Well, where do you get more privacy than the Oval Office when you think about it? But anyway, he went in, and he sat down on the sofa or chair or anything, and I never sat down. I leaned up against the door to him, and I proceeded to tell him what was going on, and that I said, I can't volunteer anymore. I need a job. And I knew I had a very short window, so I'm fitting it all in as quickly as I can. And I kept saying, I know you're busy. I know you have another meeting waiting for you. Thank you for seeing me. I'd better go. And I headed back out the hall to go back to the door that led into the Oval Office. And he took my coffee cup from me and put it on a desk or a table. And the next thing I knew, he had me backed into a corner. And, you know, hands all over me, trying to kiss me, whispering in my ear. You know, and I was like, what do you do? I mean, what do you do? And my mind was racing, and I thought, should I slap him, or should I kick him, or knee him, or, you know, what do I do? Scream? You know, is the Secret Service going to come in and descend upon me with guns? I mean, you don't know.
How long did this go on for?
God, it seemed like it was forever, but, you know, maybe, God, 4 or 5 minutes, maybe.
And so he's groping, grabbing,
right,
touching,
right,
fondling,
right. And he's
kissing.
a big man, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm not big, and I'm little, and I'm trying to get out, and I'm trying to do it with some dignity, because it's still the president, you know, and I'm still thinking, what is he doing? He's still the president, and I'm stuck here, and what do I do? What do you do?
How did you get out?
There was one slight moment of distraction, and I got out of there. I got out of there as fast as I could.
All three of you in your own way have said you fear Hillary being the president.
Absolutely.
Why?
Why wouldn't we? I mean, there's been so many things happen to so many people that are connected to the Clintons, and we are...
You feel for your life.
Absolutely, I feel that way if she becomes the president.
Juanita?
Oh, yes, I definitely
She's going to
do.
rule the world.